Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our 2021 Gsais conference. First of all, we would like to start with the land acknowledgement. We wish to acknowledge this land on which the University of Toronto operates. For thousands of years, it has been the traditional land of the Huron-Wendat, the Seneca, and most recently, the Mississaugas of the Credit River. Today, this meeting place is still the home to many Indigenous people from across Turtle Island, and we are grateful to have the opportunity to work on this land. Now, I would like to invite Professor Nicholas Terpstra, Emilio Gotto Chair in Italian Studies, to give the opening remarks.
Thanks very much, Natapol, and hello and welcome to everybody. My name is Nicholas Terpstra. I'm the Emilio Gotto Chair, interim, of Italian Studies at the University of Toronto. And I'd like to welcome you to today's conference, to the conference over the coming day. It's really quite an auspicious anniversary. We are really, as of today, yesterday, we're a year into the pandemic that turned our lives entirely upside down. And of course, one of the things that turned upside down was this conference, which was originally to be held in May. But, you know, the other thing that this year has shown us is how resilient and how creative and how determined people are. And our department is just incredibly full of gratitude for the organizers of this conference, Elisabetta Carrara, Silvia Gaspari, Benedetta Lamanna, and Natapol Rangastri, for having taken this on and carried on, and for really finding new ways to expand and explore the things we're doing, all around memoria e immaginazione. It's been a very busy year in spite of COVID, and I think that we've had a number of things that we've been able to do in Italian studies. We have, because this is the 700th anniversary of the death of Dante, we have the Toronto Salutes Dante project, where we are reading all of the cantos of the Inferno in different languages. And right now we have standard Italian, we have Abruzzese, Triestino, Fiorentino, Calabrese, Siciliano, Veneziano, Pistoiese. We also have American Sign Language, Mandarin, Portuguese, Arabic, Thai. It's extraordinary. And it's part of the creativity coming out of the department, because really all of this is being done by people in the department and in the university generally. We also have an enormously important conversation going on, Indigenous Italian-Canadian Connections, starting a conversation. This is bringing together individuals who are of Indigenous and Italian-Canadian ancestry, again, to talk about their experiences and how this works in literature as well. And a third thing going on is a project on creative spaces, queer and Italian-Canadian, where again, we're looking at a range of voices who can address the questions of what does it mean to be queer and Italian-Canadian? What experiences do Italian-Canadian queer people have when their sexual orientation and gender identity come in contact with their cultural heritage and traditions? So what you see is that this conference, which was going to, in a sense, launch a year of all sorts of creative activity around memory and imagination, now comes at a time where it really, in a sense, culminates or is a capstone to that year. So the issues around memory and imagination, the narratives and identities are extraordinarily important. We as a department thank the organizers. We offer a welcome to all of the speakers, and we offer a welcome to all of the participants in the conference. It's an extraordinary couple of days you have ahead of you. Welcome, thanks for joining, and I'll now pass it on to Benedetta Lamanna, who will take us into the next stage.
I'm thinking probably Benedetta is having some kind of connection problem, so that's no problem at all. The next stage of our conference is the keynote lecture by Professor Deborah Parker at 9:30. So We would like to invite any participants who are in the opening session right now to join us later at 9:30. The how you can do that is to just go on the upper left of your screen. You will see schedule, and from there you can choose um, the keynote lecture session by Professor Deborah Parker, and we'll see you there at 9:30.